In today's training session, we will be looking at RIDDOR. RIDDOR stands for Reporting of Injuries, Diseases and Dangerous Occurrences Regulations, 2013. The regulations dictate what employers, the self-employed and people in control of work premises must legally report in regards to public and workplace accidents and incidents to the regulatory body. This training session will cover the current RIDDOR guidance, including the governing body UK Rail must report to, how to report RIDDOR incidents, and what types of incidents and health conditions are classified as RIDDOR reportable. First, we'll cover who the enforcing authority within Rail are. In UK Rail, the Office of Rail and Road are the enforcing authority. All RIDDOR reportable incidents must be reported to the ORR, but the time frame they must be reported in varies depending on the type of incident. Where an incident is non-serious, it must be reported within 3 days of the event, or 15 days where the injured person is a member of the workforce who is unable to complete full duties for more than 7 consecutive days. Where an incident is serious, it must be reported to the ORR immediately via telephone. We'll next cover how to report to the ORR. For rail companies, non-serious RIDDOR reportable incidents can be reported via the Safety Management Intelligence System, or SMIS. Rail Industry Standard RIS 8047-TOM mandates that all injuries must be recorded in SMIS and, depending on the outcome of the injury, may also be reportable to the ORR under RIDDOR. When completing an incident report in SMIS, there are a series of background rules to detect whether an incident should be reported to the regulator or not, based on the information you input. For this reason, amongst many, it is important that all vital information is added to a SMIS event, as to take advantage of this automatic reporting feature. For non-SMIS users, there are other ways to report RIDDOR reportable incidents to the ORR. Firstly, the ORR has set up an online reporting system where companies must complete a form and submit to them. London Underground have their own internal reporting system, through which they can report RIDDOR reportable incidents to the ORR. There are 2 steps to reporting serious incidents. Firstly, the ORR must be notified by telephone immediately after an incident. It may be important for ORR personnel to attend the incident site. The relevant phone numbers can be found in the ORR RIDDOR guidance document. Secondly, the organisation responsible for safety must follow up with a written report of the incident within 10 days. For SMIS users, this would be via the usual SMIS forms. Here is a list of serious incidents that must be reported to the ORR immediately, so that an inspector can attend if necessary. These include incidents such as train accidents involving passengers, either resulting in serious injury or fatalities, or without serious injury, accidents involving dangerous goods, and life-threatening accidents. Take a moment to read the full list. More details on serious incidents are available in the ORR RIDDOR guidance document available through the ORR website. We will next cover the kind of events that are reportable under RIDDOR. There are 6 categories of incidents that are RIDDOR reportable, each with their own criteria. This includes non-fatal injuries to the workforce, non-fatal injuries to non-workforce, work-related fatalities, dangerous goods occurrences specific to rail, general dangerous good occurrences, and occupational health conditions. We will go through what events and conditions could be included in these categories. The first of these categories, Regulation 4, covers a specific list of physical, non-fatal injuries occurring to workforce on duty. These may include bone fractures, accidental amputation of a limb, head and torso crush injuries where there is damage to the brain or other internal organs in the chest and abdomen, and physical injuries resulting in over 7 consecutive days lost time.
This includes where a worker is unable to return to their full duties for more than 7 days. Please take a moment to read the list of incident types. More details are available on the ORR RIDDOR guidance.
Regulation 5 incidents refer to non-fatal injuries to non-workforce, so to the public and rail passengers. The list of non-workforce incidents is a little less specific than for the workforce. These include an injury which occurs on railway premises, is connected to the operation of the railway in some way, or in connection with works being carried out by the railway, and where the injured person is taken directly to hospital for treatment. Any action that occurs after the patient is taken to hospital is not relevant to determine whether an accident is RIDDOR reportable. This does not include injuries that are as a result of the injured person's behaviour or the behaviour of others, and not due to railway infrastructure conditions or works. For example, if a passenger slips and injures themselves on the platform due to being distracted by their mobile phone and is then taken directly to hospital for treatment, this would not be reportable, due to the fact that it is caused by their own behaviour. If they injured themselves and are taken directly to hospital due to slipping on a faulty platform, this would be reportable, as it is caused by the conditions of the railway. Again, more details can be found in the RIDDOR guidance document.
Regulation 6 covers work-related fatalities. All fatalities must be reported if they are a result of railway operations or works, including operational exposure to hazardous substances. For example, if a member of the workforce dies during a train collision, this must be immediately reported to the ORR and then followed up with a written report. Further to this, if a person dies within 1 year of an accident on the railways as a result of injury sustained from and the effects of the accident, the ORR must be informed. You do not need to report suicides to the ORR. Similarly, you do not need to report deaths from natural causes that occur on railway infrastructure. Regulation 7 is split into 2 parts. Firstly, dangerous occurrences that are specific to the railway, and secondly, more general dangerous occurrences that may occur in other industries also. Dangerous occurrences specific to the railway may include train accidents involving either passenger or non-passenger trains, rail-related fires, damage or failure of the permanent way, e.g. where there is damage to the railheads, amongst other things. Please take a moment to read the list and check out the ORR RIDDOR guidance for more detail on these incident types. Part 2 of Regulation 7 refers to more general dangerous occurrences. This list is significantly longer and may include an incident involving the release of or contact with a hazardous substance, electrical and non-electrical explosions or fires, collapse of scaffolding, contact with the OHLE, or structural collapse. Please take a moment to familiarise yourself with the list of incident types.
Regulation 8 refers to occupational diseases. Health can be significantly more difficult to attribute to work than physical injuries, but there is a list of conditions that must be reported to the ORR. These include carpal tunnel syndrome, only where a person's work involves regular use of percussive or vibrating tools, cramp in the hand or forearm, only where a person has periods of repetitive movement in the arm, hand, or fingers, occupational dermatitis, where a person works regularly with skin sensitizers or irritants, hand-arm vibration syndrome, where a person works with percussive or vibrating tools, occupational asthma, where a worker is regularly exposed to respiratory sensitizers, and tendinitis in the hand or forearm, where the workload is physically demanding or involves periods of repetitive movement. At current, most occupational health conditions are reported directly. However, SMIS does have the capabilities to report occupational health conditions under the Workforce Ill Health form. Regulation 9 refers to medical diagnosis in relation to biological agents, carcinogens, or mutagens. If a worker is exposed to such substances and is subsequently diagnosed with a related medical condition, this must be reported under RIDDOR. Known carcinogens and mutagens are classified by the Chemicals, Hazard Information and Packaging Supply Regulations 2002 and may include arsenic, coal soots, mustard gases, and used engine oils, amongst others. Biological agents are referred to by the ORR as a microorganism, cell culture, or human endoparasite, which may cause infection, allergy, toxicity, or otherwise create a hazard to human health. Hopefully that was an informative highlight tour of RIDDOR reportable incidents. As mentioned, more detailed guidance can be found in the ORR RIDDOR guidance document available on their website. The document includes what to report, when to report it, how to report it, including the relevant telephone numbers needed to report serious incidents, and guidance on record keeping. Guidance and information regarding the rules in SMIS for the automatic reporting of RIDDOR events can be found on the RSSB service desk. The RIDDOR 2013 legislation can be found at legislation.gov.uk. Follow the blue links on screen for these documents.
Now take our short quiz to test and apply your new knowledge.